Hi yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. Thanks for joining me today. I have a deeply restorative practice for you. We're using a yoga bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can improvise with a thick blanket that's rolled up nice and tight, or 2 or 3 pillows stacked on top of one another. And I've also got 2 yoga blocks as well. So when you're ready, have your bolster close by and come down onto your back. We'll begin in a supported bridge pose with your bolster. So lift up those hips and gently guide the bolster in underneath your bottom. And keeping the knees bent for the next few breaths as you take a moment to arrive in your practice. Gently placing the tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Keeping a little space between the top and bottom teeth. The jaw is relaxed. But begin to tone the back of your throat for Ujjayi breath. It's just a gentle constriction so that you can hear the breath roll over the back of the throat. Begin to notice the navel rise on the inhalation. Ribs and chest expand. Take a moment to pause in that spaciousness before you exhale slowly. Navel falling towards the spine. If you would like to take a mudra today, we'll work with Kubera Mudra, the mudra of prosperity and abundance. So we'll curl the pinky fingers and the ring fingers in towards the palm and then connect the tip of the pointer and middle fingers with the thumbs. Feel free to stay as you are, or you can straighten and relax the legs. Either keeping the arms by your side or reaching them above the head. And let your breath moving the body be your point of concentration. Anytime the mind wanders, coming back to the breath. That dance between the breath and the body. Expansive inhalation. A gentle softening on the exhalation. And let's prepare to release the pose, bending those knees. Let's roll the bolster down so that it's behind the knees, and then we'll come straight into a reclined pigeon. Place your right foot on the bolster, raise your left leg, left ankle to the right knee. So option 1 is here. If you'd like to go a little deeper, take a hold of that right leg. If you're feeling tight through the hips and the low back, you might even like to rock from side to side. And of course, if you're straining at all through the neck and the head is lifting up off the mat, then you can always use your block underneath for support. And let's lower the right foot to the floor, so just roll the bolster down a touch further. Keep the left ankle on the right knee, arms out to the side. Option to take your mudra. And again, continue those baby rocks from side to side. You might like to go a little deeper, bringing the legs all the way down to the floor on either side. And the next time that left foot comes over to the right side, we'll rest there. So we want the sole of the foot flat to the mat. If the foot's not meeting the floor, place your block underneath for support. Either keep the arms as they are, or you can use your right hand to press the thigh away, or maybe even reach for your ankle. If you lift the left arm and hinge over towards the right, you'll bring in a little more of a side bend. So find your sweet spot. It's different for everybody. And bring your awareness back to the pulse of the breath. Let's inhale those legs back to center, and we'll take reclined pigeon on the other side. If you use the bolster underneath the foot, just roll it back, left foot on the bolster. Otherwise, interlace the hands around the left leg. And whichever part of your body captures your awareness is where you're sending the breath. So you're breathing into the tension. Each inhalation creates more space in the body. Each exhalation breathes away that tension. Let's lower left foot down to the floor. Continue those rocks. Exaggerating them when you're ready. In your own time, coming to stillness, right foot resting on the floor. Option to hold the leg, the ankle, maybe bring in a side bend. And let's bring those legs back to center. From here, we'll roll onto your side and bring yourself up to seated. And then recruit your bolster or your pillows. Have them running parallel to the long side of the mat. We're taking a prone twist. So you'll sit with your right hip touching the bolster. Legs can just comfortably bend. Hands are either side. We're lengthening the spine before we endeavor to bring as much of our navel down onto the bolster as we can. Now, if the incline's too steep, prop it up with your block. If the hips need support, block in between the thighs. Head can turn left, right, depending on your neck. And as you inhale, feeling the navel expand and press against the bolster. Take a little pause. And as you exhale, gently draw the navel in towards the spine. So you're deepening the twist by deepening the breath. Find those lingering pauses before each exhalation. And follow your next inhalation out of the pose. You can either come to tabletop and change sides, otherwise a brief downward facing dog, before pivoting the feet and bringing your left hip down. Let's lengthen the spine and lay yourself down. And gently inhaling to come up out of the pose. Well done, yogis. Let's move the bolster now to the end of the mat and have it running parallel to the short side. And we'll recruit our 2 blocks here. So we're coming into a supported fish pose, and I'm having the blocks running parallel to one another. One is directly under the shoulder blades, the other under the head. I've gone the second height under the shoulders, highest height under the head. If this is too much for you, go flat side under the shoulders, second height under the head. I do want you to make sure that you're higher under the head, at least for the first few breaths. We'll also have the bolster positioned underneath those knees. So when you're ready, recline, finding your sweet spot with your props. Taking the arms out to the side, palms to face the ceiling. Option to reconnect those fingers, taking your mudra. Checking the position of your tongue. And can you feel the breath roll over the back of the throat? And as we rest here in this upper back bend, let's take the next few moments to cultivate a little santosha, a little contentment. The easiest way to do that is to tune in to a sense of gratitude. What are you grateful for today? What makes your heart smile? Begin to breathe in this sense of gratitude into the heart center. If you'd like to go a little deeper, lower the block under the head so that it's the same height as the shoulders. And to release the pose, we'll keep the legs as they are. If you can, slide the block out from under the shoulders. We'll keep the one under the head, but turn it to the flat side if it's not there already. Make sure the edge of the block lines up with the base of your skull. And take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, let the head fall to one side. A little pause, and then inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhaling the other side. Feeling the back of the head roll against the block. And if you would like to take longer with this movement, please do so. If you're ready to come to stillness and it feels okay for your neck, you can remove the block from under the head. Feeling the meeting points between the upper body and the head against the mat. Breathing into any newfound space. And if you'd like, you can bring the soles of the feet together, taking butterfly legs. So we're still resting those legs on the bolster. Outside edges of the feet and calves on the bolster. And if you have any concerns with your shoulders, you can keep your arms as they are. Otherwise, interlace those fingers and turn the palms down. On the inhalation, take the arms above the head. Feel the upper body expand. And as you exhale, lower the hands down. Gently draw the navel up and in towards the spine. Inhale, arms lift, body expands. Exhale, lower the hands, draw the navel in. Maybe a gentle Mula Bandha. Ladies can lift through the pelvic floor. Relax these muscles as you inhale. Last one. Exhaling, hands down. Gentle Mula Bandha. Then we'll relax the hands, straightening the legs, letting them fall heavy over the bolster. Coming into Shavasana. Either let the fingers curl naturally or reconnect the mudra once again. I will leave you here in Shavasana today, yogis. Let's soften the forehead. Let the eyes roll back. Tongue and jaw relax. And as you drift into Shavasana, inhale that sense of gratitude once again into your spacious body, quiet mind.